All right, the Echo Ski. After the Echo bike, last year we had the Echo rower, and now we have the SkiErg. I ordered the SkiErg when it first got released, the first batch. As you can see, it is assembled already. I did put it together earlier today. It came in 2 boxes. They were not that heavy. One for the floor stand, one for the erg itself. Putting it together by myself did take a little bit of time. It was not difficult. It came with all of the parts needed, all the different hardware and tools. If you do have tools of your own, it does speed up things a little bit, but you don't need all of that. It took me just under an hour to put everything together. It does come with 2 double D batteries, so you don't have to worry about getting batteries to get this thing started. But after about an hour, here it is. Just like everything that Rogue has built in the past, this thing is a tank, and honestly, it's gonna do everything you need and expect from a Rogue machine. If you remember when the Rogue rower came out, one of the things that the selling point was that Rogue had worked with a third-party engineering firm to make sure that it was calibrated exactly the same. So if you pulled the same on a Rogue rower, you get the same output as you would on a Concept2 machine. Rogue has done the exact same thing with this. They worked with a third-party engineering firm, SEA, to do all the exact same. The idea is you pull on a Concept2 SkiErg, and you pull the same on a Rogue Echo SkiErg, the results are going to be the same. So there's no difference. The idea is that you could have somebody on a Rogue Echo Ski, you could have somebody on a Concept2 SkiErg, and they could compete next to each other, and for all intents and purposes, have the exact same results if you flip them. You do have a flywheel. This one is going to be identical to the Rogue rower flywheel here, and it does have 1 through 10 on the settings. It sounds identical to the Rogue rower flywheel. Like I said earlier, I did get the floor stand for the SkiErg, and one of the noticeable differences here is that the floor stand, there's 2 things. First of all, it is wider, so it is wider than the Concept2 SkiErg, and then secondly, it does have these lines on it. There's 6 lines, and the idea is that you can stand on it and you know where your foot placement is. So you can kind of go back, put your feet on there at the exact same spot, no guessing. Honestly, I'm not sure if that's really a big selling point with those lines. I mean, when I'm on the Concept2 SkiErg, you kind of know where your feet go, and it's just kind of natural, and you kind of get there anyway. But for somebody new, or if you just like to know exactly where to stand, the lines there, I guess, do help. The Rogue Ski has the turf tires, the big old turf tires, just like the rower, just like some that you can upgrade it with the Echo bike. These things make it so much easier to roll around. On my garage gym, I do have some cracks between the floor mats. Honestly, when I take the Concept2 and move that around the gym, if it gets into the crack, it gets stuck, kind of a pain. These giant tires, I have none of that issue. So you can move that around super easy, and it's just a great feature to have. So we know Rogue always overbuilds everything that they do. And one of those things, and I think what really helps with this, and what I've noticed in just testing this out a little bit, is these arms up here. They are solid, thick steel. When you do pull on the SkiErg, what you'll notice sometimes with the Concept2 is, I mean, it has a little bit of shake. Honestly, going hard on this one, it is firm. Like it does not move. There is no kind of bend or flex. Rogue is definitely taking that into account so that, if there are fast sprints or things like that, you're not getting kind of the flex in it that you do sometimes with the Concept2. I think that actually will help power transfer a little bit more. If you do own a gym and you're thinking about getting between a SkiErg from Concept2 or Rogue, do you think that the Rogue erg will hold up a little bit longer, especially with the wear and tear and abuse that your members can give it. One of the things that you look at all the time but you don't really think about is the console. One of the neat things about this, and I haven't tested it out yet, but what Rogue says is that actually that there's an internal battery in here that is self-generating. So as you ski, it's going to charge the internal battery. It does have room for 2 double D batteries as a backup, but the idea is that honestly you shouldn't have to use the D batteries because as your gym is using it or you're using it in your garage gym, as you're skiing over and over and over again, you are self-charging the battery. So you're not going to be going through batteries all the time, which is really great, especially if you're in a CrossFit gym. One thing that Rogue does advertise on its website is the ability to, you can put in a phone with this, or you can actually add an iPad. Now, I don't see the need for an iPad, but I guess if you really want one, you can have it. And when this was announced late last year, everybody said, we got excited about the handles.
Great question. This has been a huge topic. Who picked the right handles?
I did.
You did personally?
Nice.
Yeah.
Taylor's saying he's buying 2 of them as soon as they come out because of the red
handles.
Oh boy. Well, that was a good pick then. I don't know. There'll be some people that like some of the other universities that won't want the red handle, but you're never going to make everybody happy.
I was going to say,
Michigan.
how long do you get to customize your color there?
I think that will happen in the near future. Yes.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, they're red, and if you like the red over the neon green, then this is the machine for you. All right, what about price? So if you look at the Rogue's website, it actually is a little bit misleading. So if you're comparing the two on there, the Rogue Echo Ski is going to say $995. That is the cost of the SkiErg and the Floorstand, which I got. Concept2, it's $850. The only thing is that does not include a Floorstand. That's expecting you to mount it up against the wall. So if you do want to buy a Floorstand with Concept2, that adds another $220. So actually that price, when you actually start to configure the Concept2, it's going to be over $1,000, $1,070 for the Concept2 SkiErg with a Floorstand. If you want to get the Rogue Echo Ski with a Floorstand, it is $995. Now, of course, Rogue does not offer free shipping on this big old thing. So ultimately, I ended up paying a little over $1,174. That included $995 for the SkiErg, the Floorstand. Shipping is $75, and tax added on another $104 in Tennessee. All right, here they are, side by side. The Rogue Echo Ski is apparently about 1/2 inch taller than the Concept2. You can see the width of the two, noticeably wider on the Rogue side. The bars here, first of all, a little bit thicker, a little bit bigger diameter than the Concept2, and they are slightly lower height-wise. Another noticeable difference is the Rogue, the damper setting is complete on the top, whereas the damper setting on the Concept2 starts over to here on the side and then moves on up. Like I said, I did get the very first batch shipment of the Rogue Echo Ski. More coming out later in January. One thing, if you do want a wall mount, or you do use wall mounts for your current Concept2, and you want to continue that for the Rogue Echo Ski, right now they do not have that. According to their FAQs on the website, they will be coming here shortly. So if you are thinking about getting it, but you need it to be mounted to the wall, you may want to hold off for now. All right, so you have a Concept2 SkiErg. Do you upgrade to the Rogue Echo Ski? I think it's a pretty tough question, honestly. I mean, the whole idea of what Rogue is doing is that functionality-wise, or like the how they pull and can they be compared. The idea is that Rogue is identical to the Concept2. So you're not going to get an advantage of one or the other. So if you have a Concept2 and you're happy with it, just stick with it. Now, if you're looking to replace it, then I guess that's kind of where it becomes more of a question mark. Right now, based on price, I think Rogue Echo Ski is the way to go. It's cheaper when all in with the Floorstand. I do like, obviously, the turf tires are great. The wider base is also very much preferred. I do like that a lot. The red handles, great if you like red. I do think it's a little bit sturdier. It will uphold better for your CrossFit gym if it's at a garage gym. I think both will handle very, very well. Price aside, that goes to Rogue. I like the width of the floor stand, the movability of it, and honestly, Rogue just continues to put out great product after great product. So if you're in the market for one or you need to replace a current Concept2, I would highly, highly consider going with the Rogue Echo Ski. That's it. Go check out thebarbellspin.com, all of your CrossFit Games news. Catch us on Wednesday night at 7:30 Eastern for the spin with John and Tyler. And that is a wrap. The Rogue Echo Ski.